Hello, I have been searching through YouTube to find out how to maneuver a quilting design called Winding Ways on my Bernina, and after various attempts to do it with the BSR and use this marking here and this marking here, I was not getting even stitches. So I've gone back to using my walking foot, which is foot number 50. And I am, if you would like to come up here, using the open-toed foot attachment, and I'm using a stitch in the quilting program 1326. And if you look into what that is, 1326, it is a 2.0 and a straight stitch, and I've lowered the top stitching pressure to 45. That's why it's yellow, because it's usually 50, but I've lowered it to 45 so that with quilting batting in between, it'll just run so much nicer. So I thought I would show you this attempt. This is the stitching line that I am doing, 1/4 inch from the edge of the piece. And when coming to the corner, I want to go about here or so. So the foot marking on this is here. There's a quarter that I am leaving, and I'm coming down to about that little jiggity jog was because it was in sleep echo mode for a while, I guess. Anyway, so now I'm turning and I'm following this guide. I hope this is helpful, maybe for myself, so I can remember. This is a practice so that I can get some technique. So now I'm down to about here on the foot, the marking, and I'm ready to turn it around again. See how that would work. Again, now I'm referencing this spot. You know, the beauty of this is that you can slow down the walk using the slide up on the machine to a comfortable speed, especially when you're learning how to turn curves on a walking foot. Of course, I've got my stitch plate. Now what I'm done is I'll have some tie-offs at the back, but I'm going to, that's the back. I'm going to, the reason why this was helpful is because I want to place the next one equidistant, so about here. So I've made a little mark. That's where I'm going to lower my needle. And it's kind of hard to judge where that is, but you get used to where that is. That's good. Then I'm lifting. I might use on the back side some fray check. Come on. Here it is. So then I'll just show you to begin. Again, I'm referencing here. And I'll show you one more turn of the corner. the idea is to, here are all my tie-offs, is to get about a nice design equidistance. And I must show you, if I wanted to quickly, that's too big. If I wanted to bury this, my easiest way is to get a decent needle with a large, this is a sharp with a large eye. I don't know what they call this, but it looks very similar to a cross stitch needle. Anyway, I'll feed that under, but not all the way through to the batting, so I'm just checking. And you know, this is a cross stitch. Can you see that?
Yep.
Cross stitch thread holder. And I feed that through. I find it so much more stable than those wires. They get all messed up. Am I being awkward? I think so. Here's one. I have a method. I go under, I pull it through, I feed it through, and then if there's any little tails, I cut through. And so I would recommend that as opposed to this. You see, it's just ridiculous. And of course, any finer, there are finer, but you want a nice thick shank, something that won't bend. This is too blunt. Don't get the blunt cross stitch ones, get the sharps. And I think this might be an 18 caliber needle as opposed to a 24 or a 22. So those are my recommendations, and I've recorded this for my own benefit too, because I'm going to do winding ways. I don't know how many panels, blocks, but they have to be in multiples of 9 to get the proper circle design. See, this is just a table runner, and in 2 colors. You absolutely need that next row, so that would be a 9 block. Thank you.